Now the second part, how to recognize speech in real time. Since I copied the DLL libraries into the current folder, I decided to uninstall these large installed modules and ran the uninstall command on the first module and on second. Let's look to versions of the DLL libraries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And other important thing, this parameter compute type affects the amount of video memory consumed. In the previous video, the amount of video memory consumed for the medium model was about 1.7 GB. When I ran it with the compute type float 32 parameter, the amount of video memory was about 4 or 5 GB. I put it here and int 8 and got the volume as it was in the previous time, 1.7 GB. In the end I left it like this. Then the computer type equal to int 8. I started to study information about who and how applied faster whisper for real-time speech recognition and found a project Whisper Streaming. This project is a few Python files describing some classes with which you can recognize speech in real time. To use it, you needed to install a couple of Python libraries, which I did. The libraries were successfully installed. The size of the environment folder became about 700 MB after that. I copied the Python classes into the project's working folder. On the GitHub page of the project there is a sample usage. I took it, which is the most uses there. This example has some mistakes. Len variable is undefined in this code, and here it is not written how exactly to take the sound stream from the microphone and record it in variable A. With artificial intelligence, I added this sample file to a working state in which it began to take sound from the microphone. But the result of recognition was not very good. I said the phrase, "Hello congressman, let's start with you, crime is up, people are scared and walk in the street, everyone is killing and maiming and give each other the finger, metaphorically speaking. Do you think that the government is doing a good job?" There were some phrase shutters, it worked very slowly with a large delay. I tried to adjust various parameters, but I did not get the effect. Therefore, I abandoned using this project. I tried a couple of other examples from YouTube by other authors, as they use fast whisper for real-time speech recognition. Those examples did not work well for me either. That is why I reasoned, for example, that they were using a faster graphic cards, like in this example with an RTX 3080. So I looked the second project, it's the Whisper Live project. Without wasting time, I decided to set it up in a Python environment. I ran the command pip install Whisper Live. The installation went a bit off plan. As you can see, pip started downloading the Transformers module, all versions. I interrupted the installation. I thought that I needed to upgrade the pip module, so I ran the command upgrade pip. The upgrade completed successfully, and after that Whisper Live was successfully installed for the second time. The Whisper Live project requires running two entities, a server and a client, to solve the speech recognition task. I started the server as described in the instructions, and I took the client from there. From the example, a simple Python script. I changed the language to the one I needed, I specified the path to the model, and after running the client and the server, I realized that the model was running on CPU instead of the graphic processor. I opened the server code, found the line where the check is made for the availability of the graphic processor, and I understood that it was resolving this, the Python model torch. Here, additionally, in the code you can see that I forced the compute type to be int8. As I have already said, in this mode the video memory consumption is the lowest, approximately 1.7 GB. Okay, I entered a folder with a Python virtual environment into the lib, side packages, torch lib subfolder, and I saw that there was a torch CPU file but no torch CUDA file. Then I went to the torch library website, nothing that my video card has CUDA capability version 6.1, I decided to install not the newest version of Torch, but version 2.8. This decision was also influenced by the fact that in the ConfUI environment, which I guaranteed it works, version Torch is 2.8 with CUDA 20.8 is used. Exactly for these conditions, I was looking for the installation command. Here it is, pip install torch 2.8, torch vision, and so on. I decided to first remove the torch version that was installed automatically when I installed Whisper Live. This is version 2.9.1, and then I gave the installation command for another torch package. As you can see, the package torch needs to download 3.5 GB. You can do this, wait for it download and install. I decided to do it differently. Since the torch package is already installed for the ConfUI environment, I simply copied the necessary folders from each virtual environment into my new virtual environment. Surprisingly, it works, and Python in the new virtual environment immediately sees the installed torch of another version. But specifically with me, it did not work because in the ConfUI folder Python version was 3.12, while for faster Whisper I use the Python that is installed in my system, and I have version 3.10 installed. Therefore, without hesitation, I decided to switch to the new Python version 3.12. In version 3.10 I decided to stop using it, but before that I saved a list of packages that were installed in the system using the pip freeze command. It outputs the list to a text file, after which I deleted Python 3.10, installed Python 3.12 and restored all the packages using the command pip install. All the packages installed very quickly. Then I created, in addition to this, a new virtual environment for Whisper, name it vn1, gave the command to activate it, and for this virtual environment I also restored all the previously installed packages, because in it I also gave the command pip freeze in advance. The packages were sequentially installed. After installing the packages, I copied the torch audio and torch vision folders from ConfUI to my new virtual environment and ran Whisper Live again in the new Python 3.12 environment. First, let's check the operation of Faster Whisper. Faster Whisper is working fine, and after this I ran it again for the Whisper Live server and client. Now let's see how it all works. I'm running two command lines, and in each one of I activate a virtual environment where we are working. I am navigating to the Whisper Live project folder. Here I am running the server and here I am running the client. Let's wait a while. The model does not load that quickly. Hello, Congressman. Let's start with you. Crime is up. People are scared to walk in the street. Everyone is killing and maiming and give each other the finger, metaphorically speaking. Do you think that the government is doing a good job? Well, as you can see, my pronunciation isn't perfect, but the recognition is all absolutely correct. Exactly as I said. End of story for today. What's the takeaway? Real-time speed recognition on a graphic cards with 6 GB of video memory is working. More than that, we only used 2 GB of video memory and the recognition quality was good. Let's continue. Try to recognize and translate to other language.